Hello, fellas. I'm I'm excited today because I got a beautiful. To me, it's beautiful, but I'm looking at it. It is beautiful. I got a beautiful ash tree to cut down, and so this is over at the man that's given us a bunch of mulberry wood in my videos about a month or so ago. This is back over at his place, and he had told me earlier that he has an ash tree that he wants cut down or taken out. Um, Later this winter. That's what he said. Well, I talked to him last week, and he said, when I get my potatoes out, you can cut that ash tree down. And and knowing me, right, I'm like, oh yes, yep, I'll definitely cut that ash tree down because that's the best wood. Where I live at is ash tree wood, and this is a beautiful tree. I'm gonna say maybe 25 inches in diameter, with a long straight trunk with a little bit of crookedness to it, but goes up 30 or 40 feet, very little branches. Just it'll make some beautiful rounds, and I'm excited about getting to cut it down and about having that good ash firewood. And I know a lot of you guys in America, probably towards the East Coast, it sounds like you live in part of the country where your ash trees are already dead. Ours are still alive. The ash borer hasn't gotten here yet, but supposedly in the next 3 to 5 years, it's going to be here. But they were saying that a couple years ago, and then people quit talking about it and forgot about it. But regardless, people haven't started cutting their ash trees yet because of the ash borer. But this guy just wants this one gone because he wants the space. But so we're going to get to cut that beautiful tree. And then we're also going to dig him a little pothole, nothing fancy, but he's got a water line leaking. And so while we're over here with our excavator back there, just to help out and be good neighbors, we're going to try and dig him a pothole so he can fix his water line. The other thing I want to mention is I always say hello, fellas, because I'm old and that's just what I say and I like it. But I want to say hello, ladies, and hello, wives. If you guys happen to be watching, I appreciate you guys, and I like and recognize you too. I'm just older, and I tend to say hello, fellas, because I like it. But appreciate any ladies that are watching, and I've had a good time making videos for you guys for, I don't know, about 10 months now, and I hope to try to continue to make videos. So let's dig us a pothole and cut us an ash tree. Well, this is where we're at so far here, fellas. We've got a water hydrant that was going into one of the hog barns, and he doesn't use the water hydrant anymore, and the line was capped, but something down there at or near the cap or the fitting is cracked, and it was leaking, and there was a fairly good pool of water here. Hello, puppy. Yeah, nice dog. Maybe some kind of blue heeler. But we've dug down about 2.5 foot so far. The water line is presumably at 4 or 5 foot, but you don't really know for sure. So we're going to keep digging here. I'm going to take out about another foot. Just a little more. A little more. Them teeth will go about 4 to 6 inches beyond where it looks, you know. How deep do you think we are now, Rich?
Be getting close to 4.
Getting close to 4. I'm making conversation for the viewers here, and you might kill me, or you might say, no, don't use that, which is fine. I don't blame you. But what we're doing is, once again, we're looking for that water line, and a guy never knows, because it's hard to remember, whether these water lines in my area are 4 foot, 5 foot deep. Maybe somebody got excited and went 6 foot deep. This one's leaking.
How far back I cut it either.
Yeah, where exactly he capped that line at.
Feels like it's right there.
Because the hydrant is inside there but not in use anymore, and either that cap or the line itself, something's leaking there, and so this is how you got to find it. And we know it's a swamp, but that's the way it goes when you got a leaking water line. Well, we found our water line right there below Rich's shovel. There's our water line. We took about another foot and a half of dirt out of here after we'd felt it with the shovel, and we got her pretty good. So this job is pretty close to in the books, and just got to figure out where the line's leaking and fix it, and then we'll cut us a tree. Okay, we're back to tree cutting. While we were digging a pothole, Derek, with his holziforma, I'm probably mispronouncing that saw, has cut up some rounds out of these big trunks. I don't know if you guys, without some kind of reference, but in previous videos, I think these are the trunks that I cut down of these big mulberry trees. These things are big. These are probably, down there, I bet you they're 30 inches or something or other. I think that'd be a reasonable guess. But the sun's a little wrong, but this beautiful ash tree right here, I'll try to get a different angle for you. But so this right here, that beautiful ash tree, nice long straight stalk going way up there, is the one that we're gonna cut today. And even this one right here, the guy has said he don't care if we cut that one either, because here's his burn hole where he's been cleaning up trees. I think he wants to expand his hog operation, or his parking or storage or something back here someday. So he's clearing out these trees, and these are the big mulberries that Derek was just cutting on, that I'm going to take. I don't think I'm going to take the butts of them. We could split them up, but I think I'm going to leave the butts, but take the rest of them while I'm at it. And we're going to see if we can drop this tree going that way. We'll have to move our vehicles, but hopefully lay it down right in here without mashing up that tree doing it. So that's our goal. Okay, fellas, we're to the fun part. We got our saw warming up. We're going to cut us a tree. favor?
I got that white bucket in the back of my pickup. You'll get a couple wedges in my axe.
Pretty nice, nice tree. Should be beautiful for firewood. Pretty bark on it. Everything worked good and it went where we thought it would, and it didn't damage any of these other trees. So I'm going to grab my machine and we get to cut up some beautiful firewood here. What are the odds on that? That don't happen real often, fellas. I don't know if you can see it in this light. See if I can turn the saw better. I paused to kick a round out of the way, and then was going to go back to cutting, and that stuff completely wedged in my bar. I don't know, maybe my chain's a little too loose. I like it a little looser. I'll have to clean that out. Well, thanks for watching, fellas and ladies. This ash really smells good. It's got that fermented smell to it. Really nice smelling wood. We're going to get a good bed out of here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.